Hello, my name is Chris and I'm a U-Haul hitch professional. Installing a hitch on your Kia Niro can lead to some amazing adventures, such as biking, camping, or road trips to your favorite destination. You can even tow a U-Haul trailer just about anywhere in North America. Now, let's take a look at how we complete this install. You will need the following tools and supplies to complete this installation. We're going to begin by lowering our underbody panel. There are 7 push pin retainers. We can remove them with a trim panel tool or a flathead screwdriver. You can now remove 4 fasteners from the forwardmost end of the panel using a 10mm socket. There are 2 more 10mm fasteners, one on either side of the vehicle in the frame, directly behind the suspension and tire. You can now remove 2 plastic zip nuts with a 15mm socket. When you loosen the second one, the panel will come down. The next step would be for the gas Kia Niro owners. You will have a carbon canister as well as an exhaust tailpipe that you will need to support and lower in order to place the hitch. We're working on an EV, so we do not have the components, so we're going to skip ahead and begin installing the hitch. Before raising the hitch, we need to trim off the center tab on our bumper's fascia. Go ahead and use the cutting tool of choice. I'm going to use some tin snips. As you can see, the weld nuts required for us to use for this hitch install are in fact now dirty on the vehicle. You may encounter this as well. Let's go ahead and clean these out with a wire brush. We are now ready to raise the hitch into place. I will be using this U-Haul exclusive hitch jack. If you do not have one, we recommend that you get a second set of hands. The hitch is a little heavy. For some models, you will find a space between the hitch and the frame. The included spacers will take up this space. We, however, do not have this space and will not be using them. We're now ready to install our M10 hex head cap screws and conical tooth washers. Place the conical tooth over the M10 bolt with the teeth facing the hitch plate. We are now ready to tighten and torque the hardware to the manufacturer's specifications. We will link them in the description below. We're going to use a 17mm socket. We're now ready to trim the underbody panel. Using this trim retaining clip hole as a center line, measure out 4 inches wide and 2.5 inches deep from here. Not the front lip, but from here. We're gonna go ahead and trim this out. I'm gonna use some tin snips. You may find using an air saw easier than tin snips, as this plastic is harder than most. We have discovered that we need to make a small relief cut in the passenger side of the underbody panel in order for the plate for the hitch to fit. So we're going to avoid where the fastener goes and just cut a small little 90-degree notch from right out of this edge right here. We can now return the underbody to the vehicle. Push up on your 2 15mm zip nuts to secure the panel in place. Use the 15mm socket to turn them a few times and make sure they are secure. They will continue to spin and won't stop. We just want to make sure they're seated well. Return the 6 10mm fasteners. Lastly, we're going to return 6 of our 7 trim clips we removed. We trimmed out where number 7 would go. Now that our hitch is installed, we've pulled the vehicle onto level ground to show you some important measurements. This is a 2-inch hitch receiver. From the pinhole to the end of the bumper is 4 inches, and from the ground to the inside of the topper of the receiver is 12 inches. These measurements will help you determine the necessary length, rise, or drop of your hitch accessories like a ball mount, bike rack, ski carrier, or cargo carrier. That concludes putting a hitch on your Kia Niro. Thank you so much for watching. We can't wait to see you out there. If you have any questions about the products seen in this video, or if you'd like to schedule an installation with your local U-Haul Hitch professional, please visit us online at uhaulhitches.com. You can also download the U-Haul app using the link in the description for even more ways to manage your hitch and towing needs.